pretty decent rally today, and this is one I can get behind. We start the day off with some positive vaccine news. We see the rotation happen away from megacap tech, which is what we've been calling on, going into the more defensive names, the reopening names, and closing that value gap that's kind of been existing for the past several weeks, getting a little too wide. Some areas getting a little too hot that need to cool off now. Some areas that are too cold that should maybe heat up a little bit. And we're continuing to see that go. And, I was skeptical about the vaccine news, and I still kind of am. The CEO and the CFO decided to sell stock. The last time Moderna put out good news, this was the first time they put out good news, the stock, they sold more stock the next day. So kind of just peaked there, and it's not even at that level yet, even with this news. So they're going farther in the trials, slightly bigger amount of people in the trials. They're seeing better antibody production than people who even had the virus. Okay, good things. But what are you guys doing selling stock? You guys are going to have all this cash flow coming in and possibly have the vaccine, which they should be confident in. Anyways, Fauci then came and said that we're going to have a vaccine by the end of the year. I trust Fauci, okay? I'm not a vaccine expert. I'm not a doctor. Fauci is. So if he's saying vaccine by the end of the year, he probably is talking to these companies, has got some inside information. I guess we got to assume vaccine by the end of the year. And that we saw that translate very well into the most reopening play stocks, like the cruise lines and the airlines and Boeing. And typically when I see Boeing go up, that's a good sign because it's very easy to hate Boeing in this environment. But when people are looking to sit tight and have optimism, they buy Boeing. So I like the rotation out of the megacap tech. Yes, I've called for a pullback, but the money's going into areas that isn't really scaring me, and it's coming out of areas that I don't want to see rally. So, if this continues, we don't necessarily need a market-wide pullback. We just need, the flow to go from the haves to the have-nots to even things out, because there's been too much excitement about tech, which has been what's performed in this period. Now the valuations are reflecting the improvements those companies have seen, and that capital should go and flow into what was hurt in this period and should now recover in the following period. And if that continues, that's healthy, and I like that. So, if you've got some mega cap tech, except Google, I really like Google still, kind of. Feel free to start selling some, realizing some gains, and reallocating into value, because I think value is presenting some pretty good opportunities now, as it has been for a little while. So that might be, the thing about what value names you like. Are you a big fan of the Ford Bronco? Ford is pretty cheap. So we'll see what happens. Pretty solid day. So until next time, peace.